Hello, everyone. My name is Vivian Zaneri. I have recently published Deuce from Anana, and I'm going to read to you from the first chapter. The chapter has the point of view of one of the main characters, Gilda. She's going to be talking about her sibling, who's called Pete sometimes, but Philippa other times. Here's the first chapter. Gilda has right of way. While checking her phone to see if Pete's Facebook page had reappeared, Gilda drove through an intersection and struck a police van. Gilda tasted blood in her mouth. She had bitten the inside of her cheek. She was gripping the steering wheel and pressing the brake pedal to the floor with her sandaled foot so hard that the car's engine vibrated through her body. Perhaps she had imagined hitting the van. Her mother, Beth, always said she had an overactive imagination. She glanced at the rear view mirror. No, several meters behind her car sat the police van, motionless. It had spun nearly 180 degrees, and one end of the van's rear bumper hung from its chassis. The word forensics, in reverse in her mirror, was stenciled on the side of the van. She looked through her front windshield. The left side of her car's hood had a crinkled ridge on the normally flat horizon. On the black road beyond, silver and red flakes of metal and plastic shimmered like confetti. The traffic light turned green in her direction. Gilda did not question what she should do next. She had right of way. She slid her foot from the brake pedal to the accelerator. With a twist of the wheel, she made a hard left and turned back in the direction she had been going before she hit the police van. She zoomed along the freshly paved road of the new subdivision. Flanking the road on either side were pastures of weeds and low dirt piles. Beyond the pastures stood houses, some of them under construction, some finished, all tall and narrow. For months she had used this route to work to avoid morning traffic, which normally was non existent here. In the rear view mirror, she saw two people, tiny in the distance, but clearly in uniform, get out of the police van. To her left, a dirt road intersected her paved one. She swerved onto the dirt road and then turned right onto another dirt road past another cluster of homes under construction. The dirt road merged with a paved one that led to the minor highway into St. Albert that she frequently used. She kept her Civic in sync with the medium traffic for a couple of minutes until she noticed the turnoff to a park ahead on her right. She swung into the turnoff and headed into a parking lot marked with short, thick green posts of pressure treated wood. She dropped her speed and, at the right moment, tapped the gas pedal and drove directly into one of the posts. The car stopped with a jolt and a crunch. She got out of the car and was pleased to see that she had hit the post in the same spot as she had struck the police van. The ridge at the front of her hood was taller. A truck pulled off the road and halted beside her. A middle aged man with a comb over and a beige bomber jacket leaped out. Are you okay? The man asked. Yes, it was my fault. I was looking at my phone on the passenger seat and I went off the road. She left out the part about driving through an intersection and colliding with a police van. Distracted driving. Sympathy dissolved from the man's expression. Please don't report me. She pointed at the Civic's crumpled hood. I already have to tell my boyfriend about our car. The boyfriend part was a lie, but so much had happened in the last 24 hours to make the lie a minor negative element among many negative elements. Her dread wasn't fake, at any rate. The man smiled tightly. Punishment enough, eh? Yeah. The man shook his head. He returned to his truck and drove away to join the trucks and cars on the band of gray to St. Albert. She got back in the car and started it. Her phone lay on the floor in front of the passenger seat. The display had blanked. She picked it up and checked again for the Peterborough page. Not there. On a whim, she searched for a Philippa Peterborough page. There wasn't one. Not that Gilda expected to find one, since her twins' Philippa identity existed before Facebook. Thank you very much for listening.